Hey, Jason here with eJaws Software. Today I'm going to provide a quick demo of the Fedit V2 MFC-101 editor available on Windows, Mac, and Linux. You may load one of your existing dump files or start with one of the many factory defaults we have provided in the following locations. For this demo, I'm going to load an older dump file from firmware 2.01. This is so I can show you that you can upgrade your current dump file to a later firmware release without having to reprogram your IA switches. You can even upgrade your original and MK2 dump files to load up on your new MK3. When you are finished, click Save, then you can load your file to your MFC-101 using FractalBot. In the menu bar, you will find these same choices, along with options to invert your arrow keys and mouse wheel. If your mouse wheel scrolls by 2, select the half mouse wheel option. Finally, under Help About, you will find version and dump file information. Next, I'll show you FA Dump Check. This is a utility to validate dump files and impulse responses for all Fractal products. Simply select the directory where your files are stored. It will report valid files and their type, files that are unknown or invalid, and finally those that cannot be read. All right, moving on to the MIDI setup screen, we are going to show you a visual representation of your MFC-101. Before we get started, we need to talk about data entry. You can use the arrow keys, on-screen arrows, or the mouse wheel to scroll through valid values. If you are familiar with the values, you may also type them in. Right-click on any text field to display valid values for that field. If you enter an incorrect value, the background will turn yellow and pop-up help will show you a listing of valid values. Reveal icons show instant access switches hidden under the Reveal button. On the Setup tab, we are going to change our bank size to 3 and enable looper control. You now see 3 reveal icons and looper controls. To change an instant access switch, we click on Function. It will display all options available for your XFX model and MFC firmware version. On the Setup tab, you can see your XFX mode and also change between preset, song, and set mode. I'm going to change a few settings I prefer, such as bank style, global preset, and hold tap for tuner. Finally, I'm going to enter the values my expression pedals calibrate to on the MFC-101. On the MIDI screen, we can select our MIDI port and choose between MIDI, expansion, and FAS link. Next, I'm going to configure my pedals on the MFC-101 as external control 1 through 4. Then we're going to repeat the procedure for external switches, setting them up as external control 5 through 8. The MIDI Offsets tab allows you to enable and disable MIDI offsets. I'm going to open up the presets form so that you can see labels are in blue when offsets are enabled for a field. If we disable the offset, the labels will return to black. The final tab lets you modify your internal control change settings. Before we dig into the preset screen, we're going to export our preset names in AxEdit. We do this under Tools, Export as Text, Preset List. Select our file name and click Save. Moving on to the presets form, the first thing I like to do is hit the Load Names button. We select the file we just created in AxEdit to load the preset names. We have several tabs on the bottom of the page for external switches, expression pedals, program change, internal control change, and instant access states. Now, one of my favorite features in Fedit is drag and drop. Just drag between presets to swap them. You'll notice by default, the PC values remain with the preset location rather than the preset. You can change this behavior by clicking on the Drag PC checkbox. Now when you drag and drop, the PC values will move along with the preset. You can also drag presets between tabs by moving the mouse over the tab you will be dropping the preset on. Finally, if you want to quickly change your performance mode to preset, you can do so by clicking on the Set Perf Mode button. Fedit takes song mode to the next level. You can quickly enter or drag and drop your presets. You can also drag and drop songs. This allows you to easily use song mode as a 100-song set list. Now let's create a new entry for Girls, Girls, Girls. When adding presets to this song, we could scroll through with the arrow keys or the mouse wheel. However, it's much easier to open up the presets form to drag and drop. From here, we're going to grab Chef's awesome Hot Rod Chopper preset along with my FAS Modern preset. Holding down the Control or Option key while dragging will allow you to copy a song. By hitting the Clear Song button, you'll return the song to its default values. Clicking the Set Perf Mode button will change your performance mode to Song. Last on our list for today is the Set form. This form allows us to easily drag and drop set lists or by holding down the controller option key, we can copy them. This can be a huge time saver if you want multiple sets with the same songs but have them in a different order. To change the song order, simply drag the song to a new location. To add a new song, we can use the arrow keys or the mouse wheel. Again, it's easier to drag and drop, so we are going to open up the songs form. Now we had just added the song Girls, 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 so let's drag that over and add that to our current set. Finally, if we click the Set Perf Mode button, it will change our performance mode to the current set list. Thank you for watching this quick demo of the Fedit V2 MFC-101 dump file editor. Take care.